Taiwan is home to over 1 million people with diabetes. They must follow restricted diets vigorously or risk the chances of blindness or the need for amputations. In order to maintain their quality of life and to control medical costs, Denmark has begun setting up health education centers in recent years where people have diabetes can take cooking classes. There, they can learn to choose and prepare suitable foods. They not only learn how to keep diabetes symptoms under control, but also how to prepare delicious meals.
Fitness world, yeah,
gym.
Gym,
and
also gym. Try to help them to continue exercise training. So this is just an overview where they can go if they are now interested in floorball or if they just want to go to fitness training.
In the Danish capital, Copenhagen, local exercise centers and clinics are offering new services in order to keep residents healthy and functioning for as long as possible.
Maybe, I think, a health prevention center, if you just translate it directly, that it was what it means. We only have education, like training education, when they come here for exercise, and we are all teachers and educators. Of course, me as a dietitian, I can work with sick people. We don't have a doctor, so if they are acutely sick, they go to the hospital or their own doctor. And then when they are well enough, they can come here.
At the center, participants first go through health screening, and then they go attend activities ranging from nutrition and physiotherapy to occupational therapy. The diabetes class consists of 8 sessions. After talks by a nurse and exercises with a physiotherapist, it is time for nutrition class. The instructor here measures participants' blood sugar before and after they drink certain drinks in order to illustrate the effects of dietary choices. The instructors of these classes must not only understand nutrition, but also undergo between 2 months and 3 years of teacher training.
So 11 of these actually affects your blood sugar, and because the content is carbohydrate, some of them has fat. So they're going to choose which one it is. It's a very good tool for me to see where they individually their knowledge.
Along with the foods they've just learned about, they also discuss oils in different foods in order to broaden their knowledge.
I always ask them, give me an example. What do you know? How does it affect you? How did you feel when it happened to you about the blood sugars? And what did you do to a man here who told he had very low blood sugar? So, and I asked him, how do you feel? What did you do? What did you eat? And I tried to get them all to understand how to act on what they are eating.
One important aspect of this health promotion program is getting participants to consider their choices.
They are not very highly educated, so they are not, some of the people I meet, they are not used to reflect on their own behavior. So when I say, what do you think it will do with you if you do like this? And he said, and the patient can say, I don't know, you're supposed to tell me what I'm going to do. Yes, I am, but you also have to think about what it means for you. For some of our citizens, it's very, very hard. And they say, just tell me what to do, because they're so used of going to the doctors and do what they are told. But we want them to reflect and think about their own habits, and so they can change them.
There is also a kitchen here. Inside, 2 program participants are picking out recipes and learning the importance of eating vegetables, controlling blood sugar, and getting enough fiber. The ingredients and the cooking processes involved are all new to them.
In Denmark, a gentleman did the cooking. Do you think it will be a shame?
No, not at all. All good chefs are male.
I'm a married man, I'm cook at home. No.
What's the big difference with in your home?
Yes, because I would never make a fast bread like this. My breads are slow grown, and it takes 1 day to really. I would never do it. 2 kinds of flour, and then you have some seeds, 3 different kinds of seeds, right? Not much of it though.
So this is different with your homemade bread?
Yeah, because I would stop there.
What is today your menu?
Some kind of salad. Okay. I've never tried to make it before, so it's going to be exciting.
In order to motivate participants and teach them something practical, the program provides a variety of recipes. Participants can choose something they like and observe what their fellow participants are doing.
We have decided what to do. So we could have chosen to do breakfast or lunch and dinner, but we have focused only on preparation of different vegetable courses. So you know what to do with them when you are in a small family, if you live alone. So what do you do when you have all these?
Because people in Denmark often eat open-faced sandwiches, there is a general lack of vegetables in the typical Danish diet. A traditional sandwich doesn't often include vegetables. When participants are finished, they eat together and discuss what they have learned. The instructors sit at a table with them. In the past few years, the healthcare field has emphasized individualized plans. But this doesn't mean that participants must face the challenges of their class alone. This participant thinks that the group activities allow participants to encourage one another.
今天我是什么班，或者说一起别的人，不认识的人，是一点点的玩，因为就是认识人，他希望是维系，但是非常不一样的。你看，我们有女有男，我们有老人，我们有不是才老人。 这个题目比较有意思的，也比较有用的，因为比较多这些人不会说。
Many participants are tasting foods they wouldn't eat before, prepared in novel ways, and realizing that they have more choices for how to eat.
Do you worry about that kind of cooking where you don't have enough taste for enjoy the give up?
I think it's more a question about a different kind of taste. Most people like the taste of meat, fat, sugar. But there's a lot of taste in vegetables. You just have to try it and prepare it, mix it in the right way, and then it tastes good. I know that, but I tend to forget it anyway.
We try to make them this dish with their own experience and their taste. It's okay when they come and ask, there is no chili in this, may I add some? Yes, of course, do that. Just use all the things we have here to make it your own dish. And then when they introduce it, they usually tell that, well, I added this or I took that away because I'm allergic, so, you know. So they can put their own personal touch on the dishes.
There is a checkup on participants 6 weeks after the program. The point isn't just to see that they have followed through with what they've learned. Under the Danish system, instructors are able to think independently so that they can deal with special individual circumstances.
When you are a helper, you have to know, how can I help my citizen eating more food, or just when they eat food with the most energy in it. When you have your overweight citizens, you have to know as a helper, what can I do for these citizens not to gain more weight, and what can I encourage them to eat instead of maybe biscuits or cakes or sodas with sugar. So they need just to know the basic, as a helper, you need to know the basic healthy foods in the country you live in, so you can encourage your citizens to make other choices and try to help them, encourage them to do this.
This kind of continuing guidance makes the program more effective.
It's very important that the citizen feels, oh, I am in control here. I'm not just doing this to please you, or I'm not just doing this because I'm told to. I do these changes because I know why it's good for me, and because it's relevant for me, and that I do it in my own speed.
In recent years, these programs have also begun to focus on the needs of new immigrants to Denmark.
This is the brown rice that you're supposed to eat because the whole grain is in it. Then the interpreter told me once that you have to explain to them the things that are washed away in the white rice is actually the good stuff, because they have never learned it's good. They only learned that this is the best rice ever. Some of them are very good, but if you eat a lot of vegetables, you can stabilize your blood sugar. So this is very important to just for them to understand that this is a tool they can use wherever they are, at home, if they're a guest, at a restaurant, at a buffet. Only a quarter of carbohydrates from rice and potatoes, a lot of vegetables, and some meat or fish.
By spreading scientific attitudes towards food, the program clears up misconceptions about what makes a healthy diet.
There's a lot of fruit sugar in it because it's dry. In a fresh grape, there's a lot of water, so it doesn't have the same effect as the dried ones.
When I wrote it in the start of the morning, there was one who said, I drink water every day with lemon in it, and it's supposed to be warm because that's good for my blood sugar. It has no, in the real world, it doesn't make sense because it's water. It doesn't affect your blood sugar. It's good for you. It doesn't do any harm. But I had to tell her it doesn't have anything to do with your blood sugar.
The program helps participants to eat things they like in an appropriate way, rather than banning certain foods or creating a fear around eating them. It encourages health instead by instilling in participants a sense of responsibility and a desire to learn more.